Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. It has been a slow day, very slow day. I mean, the daily candle is now closed, but it basically just moved sideways. I think we're pretty much at the same price where we were around 24 hours ago. Just wanted to highlight again the higher level wave pattern structure because I haven't done that in the last few videos. So this is basically the 4-hour chart, shows the movement since the June lows. We've got two possibilities here that we're tracking. The one that I'm still sort of in favor of, even though, probabilities are fairly similar, but I'm still in favor of another low and probably one more low in the bear market. The only reason is that this move to the downside here was pretty clearly in 3 waves. So in my opinion, another wave is missing here to say that this here was the wave 5 of the entire move to the downside. So for example, what we could say is, yes, wave 3 bottomed here in June. This was a wave 4, the high in August, and we came down and bottomed here in a wave 5, but then I only have 3 waves. So it doesn't really fit in. Okay, so that's the only reason why I'm still in favor of one more low. I would have had it done one more low here. Perfect. That's what I waited for. Then we would have had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. Remember, we talked about here back in December that we most likely will make another low, but before that happens, that we expect upside. But that upside, it came, but it was a little bit stronger. Was a little bit stronger, and for that reason, because it doesn't fully add up, I'm still slightly in preference of one more low. But this is nothing I would, definitely, I would not rule out that it has bottomed, and that's why we've got 2 scenarios here, and I will buy the larger setbacks, which I indicated already in the last few videos, to trade the upside, because should the upside occur, this will be the end of the bear market. So we're going to talk about that in this video. So at the moment, my preferred wave count of the June lows is still that the move to the upside into the August highs was an A wave. We came down in a B wave, and then we rally now, or we rallied, depending on if it's finished or not, in a C wave, in a 5-wave move to the upside. That finishes off a 4th wave, and we can then eventually, when this move up is finished, and I don't think it's finished yet, so I think we should still get one more high or so, then we come down in 5 waves and make one more low. Okay, so that's sort of what I'm watching here. However, of course, what can happen is that we already bottomed. That's a possibility that the move to the upside that we see here is currently an impulse, yes, but a wave 1, not a C wave. And when we then come down and finish this move that started back in November in 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th wave might be already in. We talked about that in the last few videos, that it was a bit short, therefore I'm still in, I would still prefer further upside, but that when this 5-wave move is finished, we come down in an ABC structure, and if we hold this green support area, and key support here is 17,570, if that holds, it will basically confirm, with as much confirmation as you can get in financial markets, that the bear market low was made in November. I intend to scale into this area. I did highlight on Telegram and Discord specifically how I intend to do this, and that's sort of where we are. And if I now go, so that these are the 2 main scenarios I'm following, sort of bigger picture wise, on the 4-hour time frame, on the daily time frame, and then if we zoom in, we can see here this structure of the 14th of February lows, where the primary expectation would be that we still put another extension in of this impulse that started back in November, that we have to, or not have to, but that we will rally in 5 waves, so that this was a wave 1, this here a wave 2, where we bottomed on the weekend, possibly. It's not entirely confirmed. We don't want to jump the gun here, but at the moment we could give it the benefit of the doubt. Then we could rally in a 3rd wave that can take us to 29k plus, 4th wave, and the 5th wave. This is sort of what I'm watching. It's only valid as long as we're holding the 22,184 level. Well, it's also valid. It's valid below that, technically it's valid until we break below 21,350. However, it will get very unlikely below 22,184, and below 22,184 the bears will get into control, and it would indicate that the alternative count is getting into control here. So this would be that this 5-wave move of November already peaked here on the 16th of February. I did highlight that's possible. Not too likely though, because this move down is too short in my opinion. It fulfilled all the requirements, but still a little bit too short. So we're always paying attention to the details here. Had it just gone higher, $500, I would have been happy, but it hasn't. So we are primarily focusing here imminently on further upside, but also need to be open to the idea that it could already have peaked and that we come down lower in this alternative scenario. Which would then take us into this support area here in probably an ABC structure, A wave, B wave, C wave. I intend to buy the A wave low, tend to scale out in B wave resistance, and then tend to buy again the C wave. So when this becomes obvious, I will highlight that to you, and especially on Telegram and Discord in more detail. Yeah, and now if we really go into the detail here, 1 hour chart, yeah, maybe even 30-minute chart, that's what happened today. Yeah, we did go up. In my opinion, we can really best count this as a leading diagonal, the move down as a wave 2. And we could say that we currently give it the benefit of the doubt that it bottomed on the weekend here, and that it's now, where it did turn around in our support area. Then I defined another support area where it turned around as well. Which is great. You know, all these are possible trades. Okay, so you can then decide, you know, if you when it gets into profit, if you move up your stop loss or not. That's or if you give it a bit more space. That's sort of an individual decision. But for now, we can say we rallied here in 5 waves and we came down in wave 2. Now I've got a bit of a problem with both of them. So it's not entirely clear that we've bottomed, okay, but we give it the benefit of the doubt because we have 5 waves up, but we only have a diagonal. This could easily be counted as an ABC structure as well, and the move down looks very impulsive. So what can of course happen, and that would be sort of the bearish variant, or the bearish view. What could happen, yeah, is that the move of the highs, okay, what I have counted here as a WXY pattern. It's a 3-wave move, yeah. I mean, this is a 3-wave move. This could easily have been an A wave. We could now move up in a B wave. So basically here, like something like this, yeah, ABC. And then we could come down in 5 waves. ABC. So we've got an ABC pattern. That could be, and that's sort of the path that could take us into the, let's call it at the moment, the alternative scenario. This would be a larger A wave. It's not perfect. We would then rally in a larger B wave and would come down eventually in a C wave. That's what I told you how it would work out most likely. So that's sort of the path down, how it could work out. But, you know, we don't want to get too confused about all of this. So the key is really to keep watching for these key support levels. Yeah. So it might be worth, if anybody bought into these support areas, to scale out sort of, yeah, sort of somewhere in the 25k region, depending on how you tend to trade this, because it could just be a B wave. I'm watching all of that very closely. As soon as it gets more evident that we have bottomed here, then I'm watching for the next path and will indicate to you what are the possibilities. You know, what do we need to see for the rally to 29k, or is it just a B wave rally? So, but for now we give it the benefit of the doubt. And as I said, we could say 5 waves up, and then here in the wave 2 to the downside. But if this is now a 3rd wave, it should really start to rally. No, it's not doing that, but bear in mind, well, it's doing it a little bit, but bear in mind, also here the 3rd wave, yeah, would subdivide into 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we might see, if this was maybe a small wave 1, could come down easily again in wave 2 and then sort of scale higher. In the very short term, it would be important that it holds the 22,968 level. If it drops below that, the highly relevant level will be 22,184. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye. soon.